really intend to waste both of our time by inquiring about the temperature in the room, when what you really want to know about is the Mad Hatters. Yeah. I can see it in your eyes. You're hungry to know about what we were doing down there. So, ask me. Have it your way. But we both know what I'm here for. I'm a physician, and besides that, I like indoor climbing and reading. And lately, I've been building model boats. Now it calms the nerves and helps maintain steady hands. My grandfather taught me how to make them long ago. I regret ever putting the hobby aside. I've been in Frogmore my entire life. I was born here just like my parents and their parents before them. Now, I briefly left for medical school but returned as soon as I was finished. I joined a clinic where I currently hold the position of head physician. The bunker was meant to be a safe place, yes, but it wasn't intended to be our home. Things would have had to have gone horribly wrong for that to be the case. No, we were storing food there for emergencies. Your crime lord has a knack for squeezing towns until they're starved. She forces them to beg for food. The Mad Hatters are unfortunately a necessity. What we were doing, everything we were building in the rabbit hole was to protect Frogmore. When someone as sinister as your boss comes around, drastic measures become the answer. Just at your bidding. The robberies were mostly supply runs. We collected canned foods, electronics, building materials for the bunker that you so ungraciously raided. I hope that you donated what you found at the very least. There's a nasty rumor circulating that you threw away all the food and all the medicine. The rabbit hole is going to be a safe haven for anyone that needed it. Now, when you raided it, when you tore it down, and you threw out those supplies, it lost a lot of support. You made the rabbit hole a symbol for something. I'm relieved. You'll have to prove yourself more than that. You want to know where we put all the building materials? Oh, it must have been very frustrating to get down the rabbit hole and see we weren't keeping all the good stuff there. Sometimes the ends do justify the means. The robberies were hard on us, yes, but we knew there was no other way. After all, every single one of us was a Frogmore citizen. Oh, Don't twist the robberies into something they're not. Now, some of the shop owners were in on the whole thing. They were just too afraid to sell us the goods because she was watching. She's always watching. The other owners, they were just collateral damage, but that's the war that you forced us to fight. There's easy access in and out of the sewers. It's as simple as that. Our engineer loved the old stories of all the bootlegging that went on down there. He'd never admit it, but he loves history as much as engineering. When we first started building the hideout, I caught him running his hands along the walls and muttering all sorts of facts under his breath. I asked him about it later. I was worried that the robberies were hard on him, and he tried to deny it. So, well, I coaxed it out of him with the bribe of a free burger and a shake. He was reciting the names of bootleggers who had walked those sewer tunnels. It was touching. The Jabberwock. Yes. Frogmore needs us to fight against her. She's poisoning this town, and you know it. Tell me how you turn a blind eye to it. Tell me how you feel when you wake up every day, you put on that badge, and you spit on the oath that you took. Yes. The Jabberwock. The true villain. Forgive me, I've been teaching my twin girls about right and wrong and good and evil lately. I tell them that not everything is so cut and dried as their fairy tales make it seem. The lines between good and evil are often blurred, aren't they? Sometimes we can't see that our actions are harmful until it's too late. As I told the other detective, this town means more to me than most things in life. I met my wife here, raising our twin daughters here. It is important that my girls see that you cannot let a bully like the Jabberwock scare you. Am I concerned about my family? They're long gone, detective. The moment your PI got a hold of my niece's phone, I sent them all away. My wife, our parents, the twins, they're all far away from here. Can I speak with Sheriff Maggio now, please? Oh, Sorry, my mistake. I thought Majeo was in charge here. Well, it just seems to me that I was wrong. You know he worked with your father, right? He was just an up-and-coming officer when James was a sergeant. James took him under his wing and taught him to be a good cop. Your dad used to tell me the craziest police stories when he'd come into the clinic. I was very sad when I heard that he passed. He was too young. Yes, that's right. That makes Imani your only bargaining chip, Majeo. I want to see her, and I want to know that she's safe. Now you let her go, and I'll tell you everything that you really want to know. I want to talk to Majeo alone. No cameras. Do that, and I'll talk. An email from you-know-who's weapons dealer. I'll tell you where I've hid them if you let me talk to Imani. I know she's still here. You haven't given her a lawyer either. A constitutional right. I must assume you'll deny me out as well. Let me talk to my niece, and you can save the mayor from any public embarrassment. Well, at first, Amber went to town representative. She wanted to go about it the right way. We didn't know at the time that the deceit was so high up. She even went to the mayor's office with a petition and list of names she knew were being paid to keep quiet. Dun dun dun. It turned out that Mayor Roosevelt was one of them. She could tell by his reaction. So we laid low for a while after that. We didn't want anyone to suspect us. We watched for weeks. And they lost interest and stopped following us. Major mistake on your part. All right. You're not going to get names out of me, but you already knew that. Now, who we are as a whole, though? Well, we are the protectors of this town. We are what you were supposed to be. We've sworn to safeguard this town, and we're doing a lot better job of it than you are. Too many crooked cops in this town to count. And it's not just the cops that are crooked. You know what? I know she's bought out the politicians too. I know Mayor Roosevelt is related to her. He was put in charge by her minions. As I told your friend, we have an email with a weapons dealer. Now that's why we were collecting supplies to build weapons too. We don't want violence, but we need to protect ourselves from her. We did our research, and we calculated that she owns all of the sales and distribution networks in this area. She's been in business for far too many years. It's about time somebody fought back. I don't keep secrets from the Amber. That's not how a marriage works. Hell, she encouraged me to start it. She watched the crime rates in the neighboring cities rise. She saw the violence leak into our neighborhoods, illegal gambling, drugs, you name it. It was hard on her to watch her refuge become so dangerous. I assume Theodora wanted the bombs that we were making. It was Amber's idea to hide them in a different location, all the ammunition supplies. And then, from there, the rest of us realized that we should put the intel against Theodora in another separate place. Such a pity for you. No one will talk. I bet Theodora won't like that. You made our cause a symbol of defiance. Defiance for her, Theodora Barrett. I think we can stop pretending we both don't know who she is. The crime lord running the show. Does it even matter whether I confess to it or not? Theodora's goons will have me jailed either way. Or worse, I've seen what she does to those that oppose her. One body washes up on the river over here, another is found in a landfill over there. She rules the Tri-County region with an iron fist. As far as I can tell, you're the only cop not on Barrett's payroll. You have heard of her, right? I can tell by your face you have. Believe me when I tell you she has her claws in every single detective in this precinct, and the politicians here, and in all of the surrounding towns. If you have any hopes of taking her down legally, you need a plan. And fast. I can tell you where the incriminating evidence is. Oh, Sheriff! Sheriff!
Hey, Jack! Stay out of it, Jack!